It's been quite the journey over the last few years. Many of you have constantly enjoyed the content that I've pumped out, but I'm here to talk about what you can expect in 2025. So let's do that. I'm John Rentham with a channel update for 2025, as I'm calling it One Last Ride. So, I do first of all want to thank every single one of y'all, whether you're an original subscriber, a somewhat long-time subscriber, or you just wandered in and said, this guy looks like a fucking idiot, but I'm finding him entertaining. Let me subscribe to his channel. I thank every single one of you guys, whether you watch one video, whether you watch every single video. And if you watch every single video, as I'm going to talk about a few facts and figures as this video goes on, you guys certainly love to support just content creators like myself. And I really, almost hate the label content creator, but we're all just having fun. Whether we're movie fans, wrestling fans, sports fans, if we find our niche, if we just find a fun way to present what we love and what we're passionate about, that's what it's really all about. I do want to say I am not leaving YouTube. Do not worry. The One Last Ride thing mainly refers to the fact that it's probably going to be my last full-time year on YouTube. And I would like to explain why. I've been doing this for a number of years. Pre-pandemic, the Durbinator, aka my best friend Chris, he was joining me for a lot of that stuff. And you know what? Life takes us in different directions. I love him like a brother. He is the brother that I never had. You don't need blood to be family. All those cliches. I have enjoyed doing videos, but I have also been feeling burnout the last few years. And to be perfectly honest, I feel that as I'm getting into my mid-40s, it's time to ease back a little bit. And there are a few reasons for this. One, just general burnout, as I said. Two, a lot of weekly wrestling is starting to blend together. Some of the videos do well, some of them don't. It just all depends on algorithm and stuff like that. You guys have been super supportive. You guys have offered nothing but growth to this channel, especially subscriber-wise. I have over 2,000 subscribers. I never thought that somebody just doing goofy videos about wrestling, about movies, and, doing countdown stuff would ever get that much attention. So I really do thank you guys, because I don't do any post-production. I just film these and I just present these videos. And also, just generally, I want to do a few more things, and by easing back a little bit after this year, I think that might be smarter. And also, the thing is, I've done over 5,000 videos since 2016. Now, for those that have followed, along on this journey since before that, you may remember that I used to do videos on Ustream. And that was something, it was like a goofy streaming site you recorded. You could even transfer them over to YouTube, and sometimes they transfer just fine. Other times they transfer and the audio would be a little bit out of sync, and it was ridiculous, and I was glad I finally got the opportunity to just present the videos on full YouTube. It took me a while to really find my niche, find my groove, shall we say, how John got his groove back. No Tay Diggs here, unfortunately, more in the pity, but I wouldn't have minded an Angela Bassett. But that being said, moving on from that, the whole point is there has been steady growth. And I'm here to actually talk about some of that stuff before I dive into what you can expect from the channel in 2025. So if we start with 2026, or 2016 that is, because we go to 2026, my time machine unfortunately is in the wash, so I am not able to go to that year and tell you what you can expect. But basically, I had numerous deleted videos because of the aforementioned Ustream issues and stuff like that. I still posted, even in the, just halfway through 2016, as I was finding, my groove. I, did about 109 videos. I did about 27,000 views and stuff like that, and all things considered, pretty good. I mean, and subscribers were increasing. 2017, I bumped it up to 373. Yes, there were some deleted ones also, because some I decided to redux other videos, like last year and this year and stuff like that, and just decided to add fresh content to it. But still, you guys offered a lot of great, growth, because I had almost 44,000 views, and for, again, a little channel like this, that's saying something. And in 2018 is where things really started to go up, because we got to 510 videos, we got to 54,000, almost 55,000 views, and it's doing, pretty well here. Really, I thank you guys for the last number of years. I mean, those of you that have been here since, again, just about the very beginning, I thank you guys. But 2019 is really where things started to kick off. That's really where things were starting to cook. Ironically, before the pandemic hit. 619 videos, yes, Booyaka 619, almost 100,000 views. I think like 700 shy of that. It is what it is. Had I just done 2 more videos, damn it, I might have been able to do it. But really, things were just going great. 2020, 865 videos. It's the most videos I've done in one calendar year. And partly due to the fact that the pandemic had hit. And also the very popular and very maddening and very insane, trip through the last year of WCW. Granted, Reliving the War, on Wrestling Bios doing Reliving the War is doing a whole lot better with that than I ever could. But that was 865 videos, so that's basically like 2 a day. I mean, and then some. 166,375 views. I mean, that's pretty goddamn good, again, for a small channel like this. And I do recall the last video that, that Derb and I did. That was the Raw after Elimination Chamber, and then the entire world shut down. Now, I want to go, I want to pause this part for a little bit, and I want to explain something. Everybody's been pretty much cool. There have been a few people that have wondered about this. This much I'm comfortable with saying. Because he's my brother first and my co-host second. In fact, I actually consider him the host of the whole damn thing when he's doing it, because he has such a great personality and such a voice for radio and such a presentation, about him. I consider that. The whole point is, there are those that are hoping that he'll come back. Look, whenever life can, sync up and we can do a game stream, stuff like that, whatever, it is what it is. If the pandemic hadn't happened, it would have gone that direction anyway. He is very happy. Him and his wife are very happy. Their kids are very happy. And I wish them nothing but the best. Wish everybody nothing but the best, and that's really what it comes down to. So it was already going in that direction anyway. Pandemic, unfortunately, hastened it, but it is what it is. The thing is, though, is 2020 was a year that changed for a lot of people. I mean, it changed for a lot of fucking people. It was very, very rough. And I do want to first, wish Chris and his wife and kids nothing but the absolute best. Chris, you ever want to get back to doing some videos on occasion, I'm all for it. But regardless, man, you're my brother and I love you. That being said, is for anybody that was worried or thinking that there was any issue, no, there's no issue. He can do what he wants. He can do as many videos as he wants, as few videos, 0 videos. If he want, it's up to him. Now, that being said, 2020 was that big year of growth. And I knew that there was no way I was ever going to equal that. And shockingly, I almost did in 2021, despite the fact that I did about almost 80 videos fewer. And still had just about 5,000 less views. So 2021, as things were getting back to normal, theaters were opening back up and everything. And really, by 2022, I was going to start watching a lot more movies in theaters, especially once I got rid of my Lowe's AMC pass and got a Regal pass. For those that don't understand geography, there is a Regal theater literally about 6 miles from my house. There's another one about 20 miles from my house. The closest Lowe's theater is either about 25 miles south or about 30 miles north. And then there's the privately owned ones and everything and stuff like that. There's like little 3-screen plexes, one in Anacortes that's on island, one that's in Oak Harbor that's also on island. And the idea is after 2021, I was going to do some more movie viewing in theaters, which I end up doing in 2022. Like 818. So actually it's pretty good, all things considered. Like I had 30 more than I had in 2021. But I had about almost 19,000 less views. So things are starting to go down. Still, really good considering, again, I'm just a goof talking about all this stuff. And in 2023, 743 videos, which honestly, I thought I did a whole lot more, but then I realized I needed to scale back on some of it. Still 116,000, so not really all that bad, all things considered. And sometime this year, I passed by 2,000 subscribers. And this year, I'm at about 100. I'm recording this on New Year's Eve, by the way, just in case you guys are wondering why I'm not totally sure on the number. But it's about 101,000 views and 686 videos. Now, that's basically your facts and figures stuff right there. Now, that does not mean, by the way, what I said in the beginning. I'm going to reiterate here. I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm never going to delete my YouTube channel. But as I get older, I start to realize that, you know, it's important to not just work, but also kind of sleep if I'm really, really tired. And also, of the 686 videos that I did this year, and I mean, in 2023, also an example. In fact, if we go with more facts and figures, in 2020, I watched like 138 movies that were released that year. In 2021, I watched like 78 or 80, and that was partly due to doing the last bit of, of WCW and doing the Invasion angle, Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-view, stuff like that. And also, just in general, doing a lot of like other content. I was doing retro movies. So 2021 was like the low point of me, you know, getting into more, current movie watching. 2022, I did 200 that were released that year. 2023, I ended up doing 276. This year, I did 336. Counting the older movies that I did, whether they were the year before, or a few years before, or all the way back in the 80s and 70s. It was about 406, thereabouts. And then including the countdown videos, looking at about 425 or something like that, thereabouts. The whole point is I'm trying to move it more in the direction of movies. It's not that I don't love wrestling. I do love wrestling. I love wrestling dearly. But be honest. Be honest with yourself. Does the weekly wrestling pop as much as it used to? Yes, Raw is going to be on Netflix here soon as of this recording. Yes, SmackDown is going to be going to 3 hours. Dynamite is going to be a simulcast, or I believe Collision also. Dynamite and Collision are going to be simulcast on Max along with TBS and TNT networks. And you have the stuff with, you know, the premium live events, the pay-per-views, that kind of stuff for WWE, and the pay-per-views for Max. The whole point is it's starting to get to where it's too much to cover. For a while, I was doing what NWA was doing, Weekly Power. I was doing AEW Dark Elevation when that came along. I was doing weekly NXT. I was doing like 8 to 9 videos just on wrestling a week. And that got to be too much. I don't know how in the world I did that for a couple years. I have no goddamn clue. The thing is it's important to scale back, and it's important to understand, hey, you know, you need to figure out what works best for you. I do have a Letterboxd, and I'm going to be posting a whole lot more as far as written stuff on Letterboxd. And this whole One Last Ride thing has to do with, my words are, I will get you to WrestleMania 41 and even a little bit beyond. My goal is to hit at least 1 million views on YouTube, and I'm within earshot of that. I'll hit that sometime in 2025. I would be very, very surprised if I didn't. But after that, it's important to just ease back and everything. And while I love entertaining myself and also entertaining you guys, I got to find a balance. That's really what it comes down to. And let's be honest, as we get to 2026, 2027, I mean, as we all get older, we all age, we all find different things that we want to do. I'm never going to abandon YouTube. I'm going to post stuff on there until I decide that I just want to give up. But as far as my full-time run, you know, because I don't get paid for this. And I don't ask to get paid for this. I've never asked for a dime from you guys. I'm never going to ask for a dime from you guys. If you guys want to find a way to, you know, give me money, like if you find me on PayPal, by all means. By all means if you want to. But the thing is I also need to find a balance, and I need to spend time with family, friends, and also just relax at times. So I am going to be posting a lot of movie reviews. I have as many mystery movies as I possibly can watch, because Regal and even Lowe's AMC do the occasional Monday mystery movie where you find out what it is. And I've seen some that are great. I've seen a couple that I've walked out of. One, it was actually kind of funny. I ended up walking out of a movie that I really, really liked, but I had just seen it the day before at a special Mother's Day screening. It was a movie called Babes. Bottom line is, and I'm going to wrap up this video here, I want to thank every single one of you guys for tuning into the channel. I really do appreciate it. I really do. I don't ever understand, I will probably never understand how people find this so entertaining, because it's just me assing off and just having some fun. So that being said, especially by next year, that could end up being the last time that there's regular posting on YouTube. But for sure, it could be 600 videos, it could be 700 videos. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a set number here, because weekly wrestling reviews will be done here and there. I mean, I hope to try and keep up on as much as I can. The pay-per-views will for sure be done. A lot of movies and a lot of other stuff. But I'm probably going to gravitate more towards posting on Letterboxd as far as movie stuff. And I just, again, really want to thank you guys very much for this. This wasn't an easy decision, but it was a decision I felt was necessary, because the more I thought about how I posted in the last few years, 2020, I mean, because 2019, again, 619 videos, and then I go all the way up to 865, and then I go down 788, 818, and that kind of stuff. I can't do, like, 800 videos of, I almost said a week. That would have been ridiculous. 800 videos a year. There's no way I can do that. But I can do what I can to entertain people and also keep myself entertained. So yeah, one last ride for 2025. And after that, who knows what the future will hold. Another 365 days, guys, so I don't know. I mean, heck, I could just have a bunch of content posts and I could just, like, vanish off the face of the earth. I hope that doesn't happen, but I do want to thank every single one of you guys for the great feedback. Even if you ended up hating the videos, you still watch, so it made me laugh. And thank you guys. Thank you guys very, very much. So I'm going to wrap this up. But yeah, here's to a great 2025. Come what may. Let's go along for the ride, the one last ride. I promise I will do my absolute best. But after that, easing way back. And I may even start easing way back in mid to later 2025, as I just realized, there are more important things than constantly posting videos. Get to the 1 million views, we'll see what happens. So, nevertheless, thanks, guys. I really do appreciate it, and let me know your thoughts. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter, Letterboxd, Blue Sky handles in the description. I'm John Rethlin, and I'll see you the rest of the year.